Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are here at Sonoma, and it's the penultimate weekend here as we get ready for heat number 1, 5 laps of racing. In each heat, the main is going to be 25 laps around this crazy track, and it's sure to be a true test to drivers' road course racing skills. So we got Corrando and Ryan Shea on the front row, Michael Rogers, Nicholas Moody, row 2. Karen Vieira, Philip Tringelli, row 3, Andrew Rich, and Gene Harrell, row 4. Now, I'm sure you've noticed some drivers are running schemes they were running in other races. So some drivers are being allowed to run their favorite schemes here this weekend. Let's see how they do up through the first turns. We used to run this track at 110%. We've toned it down to 107%. So maybe we'll hopefully still get some great racing here. Samudio's going to pull up in front of Andrew Rich. Corrando currently the race leader. Ooh, Sean Hopple off in the dirt. Him and Michael Cavanero making some contact. Oh, and he comes back into Kevin Peeler. So Sean Hopple losing some ground there. May Ryder to the right side of Colby Alves. Corrando is your race leader right now. As we look through the field, this track is difficult to pass at, but it can be done. You saw May Ryder completed the pass on Colby Alves for 9th place. So as they head through the difficult part, this is where you see if a driver hits the dirt or not, they can get set up for a pass. So far, nothing crazy is going on. Once you get worn tires, kind of can tell you who's got a better shot, especially when pit strategy comes into play. Coming out of the pits here is dangerous. If you are on the track going around the pits and a car comes out of the pit road, there's a small, I wouldn't call it a glitch, but there's a small thing where sometimes the cars get into each other and that will cause a huge crash. So things to watch out for the chase drivers, as right now Benjamin Tilton with a 3-point lead over Michael Amato in the point standings. Nothing really going on. Colby Alves looking to pass Gene Harrell for 8th. He got back by May Ryder for 9th. May Ryder under pressure from Nathan Rogers. Colby trying to make the crossover on Gene Harrell. Gets to the side. Same goes for Nathan. Nathan side by side with May Ryder. And May Ryder gets in the dirt. So a good battle here for 10th. May not giving up yet. See if Nathan completes the pass. And he will. Colby Alves also by Gene Harala for 8th. Michael Rogers trying to put the pressure. And Colby gets off into the dirt. That'll allow Gene to go right back to his bumper. Gene Harala looking to the right side of the 88. May Ryder, same thing to the 8. John Linares trying to pass Sean Harple for 14th. As they're running some good lap times in the back of the field. And Ryan Shea has been passed by Michael Rogers for 2nd. Michael Rogers just threw down the fastest lap of the race, a 1:09.980. And I don't remember seeing any lap time below 1:10 last season. Actually, I don't even think they went this fast because they slid around so much. So faster, better racing here at Sonoma. Michael Rogers up to 2nd place. By the way, we're on the white flag lap already, which I did not notice. So let's see, will anything happen here? Caranda will stay in the lead. And we've lost the 7th. Oh, Philip Tringali past Andrew Rich. That's also 7th, 8th, 9th place is Gene Harala. Nathan Rogers trying maybe one more ditch effort here to try to get by into the race. But it's not going to be enough. Gene Harala will be in the last spot here in 9th place to make the race. Colby Alves, Andrew Rich, Philip Tringali, Nicholas Samudio, Kieran Vieira, Ryan Shea, Michael Rogers, and Chris Caranda will also be in the main, and I will see you guys for heat number 2. Hey guys, we're back here at Sonoma getting ready for heat number 2. Brandon Mellon, Adam Rogers on the front row, Cameron Gaddu, Benjamin Dion, row 2. James Morton, Peggy Bowling, row 3 with Jim Morton the 3rd, and Edwin Mendez, row 4. Now, I don't know if many of you know, but Jim Morton, which is the father of James Morton and grandfather of Jim Morton the 3rd, won 2 races at this track back in, I believe it was seasons 2 and season 3. He won. It was won back-to-back seasons at this racetrack. James and Jim Morton III got good knowledge from him before he passed away about this track. And now they're going to see if they can get in and win. Actually, I believe it was Jim Morton III. It was either Jim Morton III or James Morton that almost won this race last season as Brandon Mellon is forced off the track a little bit from Adam Rogers. Adam powering on the right side. Brandon's going to get in the dirt big time. He makes contact with Gaddu. Gaddu's in the dirt. Look out. Oh! That takes out Adam Rogers, Brandon Mellon. That just took out the top 3 of the top 4 starting drivers. And Dion is still in 3rd. That gave the lead to James Morton. Mendez off in the dirt. Here comes Dylan Young on the right side. So a lucky break for some of these guys that started way in the back now will have a shot to make this race as James Morton, who started 5th, is going to lead. And we also how that started. Brandon Mellon got in the dirt. Came down into Gaddu, and then Gaddu got pushed into Benjamin Dion and sent him spinning into the dirt. Bowling's going to give him a good fight here, though. Bowling wants to get by the 5 car. As a result, Adam Rogers, Brandon Mellon far behind, unlikely to make this race now. And that can show you that it doesn't matter if you start out up front in a road course. Anything crazy can happen here at Sonoma. Kerry Davis bombing it in there, looking for 13th. Dylan Young side by side with Ben Goldberg. Side by side's not always a good thing. Bowling! Dion into the wall! And Bowling is smoking. More drama. And James Morton is the leader again. Jim Morton the third and Scott Greeny almost got together. And they're heading down pit road. They have damage and they got to go to pit road. That gives the lead to Chloe Baker, who was in 6th last lap. What is going on in this heat? Have I said it before? Have I not said it before? Oh, one heat is dull. And then the next heat is flat out nuts. And this is a prime example right here, guys. This is crazy. Right now we have 12 drivers fighting. Now, I don't know what set that up, but I think they were trying to pass and look at all these cars. But Jim Morton the third and James Morton, a heartbreak here. Damage to their race cars down pit road, will not be making this race. Baker still in the lead. And they've actually been unable to run as fast as the other guys, which shows how crazy they're racing. Let's see if they can actually get a decent lap time this time by. The fastest we've seen is a 1:11.950. They're still 2 seconds slower than the guys in Heat 1. So Baker leads with Scott Greeny in second. Dylan Young's third, Ben Goldberg fourth, Edwin Mendez fifth, Ace Rogers sixth, Greg Lyons seventh, Kerry Davis eighth, and Caleb Hoffman ninth. Brandon Mellon is at the back of this field along with Cameron Gaddu. And you can see Dion and Adam Rogers trying to catch up. James Morton, Jim Morton the third back out on track. Peggy Bowling has retired. They'll be coming to the white flag. Baker in the lead. There's your 9th place car. Robert might be trying his best to try to get by the 61 here as Edwin Mendez was looking to pass the 55 of Ben Goldberg. White flag out here in heat number 2. And this main is sure to be crazy. Ooh, Greeny gets a little loose. Oh, he's in contact with Dylan Young's going to go off into the dirt. Very interesting racing here at Sonoma. Hoffman is right there. Can Robert Rogers get by the 61? They're heading through these turns one more time. Baker off into the dirt a little bit. Baker's got this thing won, but does anybody have anything for Caleb Hoffman? Robert Rogers, can he get one last dive bomb in? Is he too far behind? Into the final turn, he won't have enough. Hoffman's going to make it as Chloe Baker wins heat number 2. But they ran nowhere near as fast as the drivers in heat 1. Scott Greeny second, Dylan Young third, also going to make it as well as Ben Goldberg, Edwin Mendez, Ace Rogers, Greg Lyons, Kerry Davis, and Caleb Hoffman. Alrighty, guys, I'll see you from the main, which is the Ferrari Red Bull 350K.